What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Travis RC. Wanted to give another update video, nothing too crazy here. I do have some happy news to report. The heart and soul of the LMT build is here. The motor and ESC combo. Just to recap, I have to look at the tag because it's a long name. So it's the Hobbywing XR8 SCT brushless combo. So this is a 3660 SD size, and we went with the 3600 kV. This is an 8-scale power system. The reason that I went with an 8-scale power system is because I plan to do some racing with this thing. If we get this done before the end of winter, Freestyle RC holds some events within a couple hours of where I live in Wisconsin, so it'd be really cool to check that out. But the reason I went with an 8-scale system is because, as far as Hobbywing goes at least, you got to go for a censored system. I feel like the control, the launch, everything would just be a little bit more controlled and a little bit better, and if we need to dial the power back on this, we can tune that down, I believe. But Hobbywing doesn't offer any 10-scale systems with a censored setup, so that's why we went 8-scale. So the motor is the same size. In terms of the fitment and everything, that shouldn't be an issue with this as the 10-scale system I was originally going to get. So outside of that, haven't finished the workbench yet, hence why we're still recording in the kitchen. That should be done within the next couple of weeks here, and then there'll be some video of that and kind of going through the setup of the bench and all that jazz. We're going to Green Bay later today, actually, and I'm going to go to a couple hobby towns while we're there, and I may be able to pick up the rest of the things I need. At this point, I need a steering servo, charger and batteries, and I think I'm going to go Spectrum for battery and chargers, just because they have that auto discharge feature, and it would be nice to not have to worry about discharging the batteries when you're done. So that's kind of what's on tap right now. I'll try to get some footage when we go to Hobbytown, and then hopefully we can come back with some goodies from Hobbytown to make another just overview / unboxing, whatever the case may be there. So just gonna real quick take this out of the packaging, show you guys what that all looks like. Probably just hold the motor in the truck just to get an idea of how it's gonna fit. I don't have any tools yet. I really want to get good hex drivers like ProTech or MIP or something before I actually touch any of the screws on this truck, because I have read that the hardware in this truck isn't the greatest quality, so I really don't want to strip anything out if I can avoid it. So let's go ahead and get this taken out of the box and take a look at it. Gotta look at the tag again. The Hobbywing XR8 SCT 3660 3600 kV. We're gonna take this out of the packaging here. Just take a look at what it looks like, and then once we get tools and soldering iron and all that, we'll get this installed. Since this is a motor ESC combo, I may not even need to do any soldering to get this hooked up other than getting the battery leads attached to the ESC. Come on. There we go. It's so satisfying taking plastic wrap off. All right, so get this opened up and see what we're working with. All right. So the motor ESC come packaged separately, it looks like. There we go. ESC and motor. So we'll take these out here. We'll start with the motor. My fingers aren't working too well. I just woke up a little bit ago. There we go. So I don't think there's anything too pertinent to worry about on the box here. But like I mentioned, it is censored. It is the G2. I did look up the G1 versus the G2. Of course, I don't remember. All right, so there is our motor. So this is using a 5mm shaft, so that's something we're going to keep in mind here for when we decide to play with pinions and stuff like that. So 3 terminal leads here. Very smooth when it spins. So nothing too special here to note yet. Got a little fuzziness or something on there from the packaging. And then of course we have our, I believe this is where the sensor wire plugs in. So this is exactly what we ordered, and this should do the job. Then we'll just take the ESC out of the packaging here as well. All right. And again, nothing too crazy on here. There is an electric power switch. It does have a fan, of course. Built-in BEC. So that's going to be something to note. Whoop, almost fell out. That's going to be something important to note when we start looking at steering servo. So it looks like this whole insert's going to come out. And then, so we can see here's our power switch, receiver, plug. Here's our fan, and then this is likely our battery terminal wires. The ESC itself, I mean, it's small. I mean, there's not much to it, so I mean that'll fit nicely on our electronics tray in the truck, and then we'll pull this insert out here as well. Okay, so there's our wires that come from the ESC, I believe, and then we have our sensor wire in there as well. And it did come with a pinion. I'm not sure how many teeth this pinion has, and I don't remember offhand what came with the truck. So if it is different, it'll give us something to play with. But outside of that, let's just kind of hold it into the truck here and just kind of see what it looks like. So kind of tough to see because of the battery tray being in the way up there, but I mean, there it is. It just sits right in there, nice and flush. Sits just inside of the chassis rails and doesn't stick out. So there's probably about a 1/4 inch there or so. But I mean, it almost looks like it came from the factory. Fits like a glove. So that's what we're looking at there. The low center of gravity motor placement on this truck is honestly just ideal. So that's just a little super minor mock-up there of what the motor's going to look like inside of the vehicle. And then of course our ESC is going to go here, probably put our power switch here or something. Then obviously our receiver box is right here. I'll probably, I think, replace this battery tray with a low center of gravity battery tray. So it kind of comes up here more and then kind of stops down towards the motor, so it's more slanted. Cheeto just loves playing with plastic, and he just loves boxes, as cats do. I know that there is a low center of gravity electronics tray that can kind of be mounted down in here, where the electronics can be kind of mounted down in here. So those are other things we're going to look into here. A couple really easy and affordable race-minded upgrades. So that's where we're going to leave this for now, and then we'll try to make a pretty good haul from the couple Hobbytown stores we're going to go to here this weekend, and then we'll have a little bit more content for you. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all of the things. I want to kind of try to grow this channel as much as we can here, and then see if it can help fuel this hobby we're getting into. Thanks, everybody.